little bit of suspenseful action music happen. I think it might be quite fitting. So yeah, looks like the bracket's doing pretty well. Yeah, I hope to have a good quality stream. I'm actually pretty excited to do this. I have been looking at more ways of trying to expose both the Ninth Legion and myself as an esports entity and as a caster. My passion for StarCraft knows no bounds. Unfortunately, unlike the rest of the Southeast Asian server, I play Terran. Some bit of a minute force within such a sea of Zerg. So it does look like we're going to be waiting for AXA and Moonbees. Moonbees? Moonbies? An odd name. Awesome! Does look like the players are ready. They should be setting up the game. I should get an invite momentarily and we can kick off into it. That'd be fantastic. Please excuse the loud, small screeches you may hear. My parents own rather a wide selection of birds, and they like to do this thing where they'll just scream out. Be very annoying, be very loud. Oftentimes I can't sleep in because of them. So Sunday morning hangovers and stuff like that really kind of kick in when you wake up to a it's a rather large bird, but when it's screaming like it does, and it can do it for like at least an hour straight, something I feel that should be physically impossible for any animal, this bird seems to find a way. On a little side note for that, what is everyone looking to get for Christmas? Feel free to spring it out in chat. Unfortunately, I'm not Santa Claus, so I can't help you with that, but I am interested to know what people wish that they can receive for Christmas. Alright, people want absolutely nothing for Christmas. It's kind of sucky, but all the best. maybe my stream chat froze. Let's refresh. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be another TVZ for you guys. It's going to be in WCS Antigua Shipyard. Awesome. Oh, well. That thing's gonna die. But it doesn't compare for my hatred towards the Zergies. Hellions should just roast up everything. Blue Flame Hellions should be able to beat Roaches. Terran should just be imbalanced and just feel like you can crush everything with anything. You should just be able to kill everything with SCVs. SCVs come up and just like one-shot units. They just drill them into the head, and the other SCVs behind them just repair them. Alright, kicking into the game. Introducing our players, spawning on the right hand side of Antigua Shipyard, we have Axar spawning as the red Zerg. And over on the left hand side of Antigua Shipyard, we have spawning as the orange Terran Moonbais. Awesome. So just wondering if we're going to be seeing a very standard straight up game, or whether or not we might see some kind of cheese. Or something that was very interesting that was last game was this 2-base Nidus uproot. I'm not too sure what to say about it. It was very interesting, it worked. So that was fantastic. So DJ Villain taking game. But yeah, TVZ, very fragile matchup. A lot of people complaining about infestors these days. I read something that was pretty funny about apparently a lot of the Korean Zergs are making some kind of pack to now underuse the Infestor in live games just so they don't get nerfed. If such a conspiracy was true, that's kind of funny. Very interesting that they could it would dramatically change the results of events if that was to happen. I don't think it will. The results are already in. Infestors can sometimes be a little bit too powerful. So it's up to Blizzard now to hopefully come up with an appropriate way to allow for better counters or allow for more skill in the game to allow people to deal with such units. Axar, unfortunately, still hasn't scouted the position of where Moonbais is. Might even just completely negate him. I'm not sure whether he's seen the location of where that SCV came from, but he hasn't scouted anything else officially. It does look like it was a 1-Rax expand. CC now coming down, first Marine popping out, trying to deter any kind of maybe earlier drone scouts and things like that. As well as the gas did go down just a little bit after the pool, so it did look like it was a 15 hatch, 15 pool. It does look like Axar opting to get maybe some speed Zerglings in the early game, try and help deal with those, or any kind of earlier aggression that might come out of the Terran. But it does look like Moonbais is now transitioning into what seems to be the standard metagame these days, double gas, likely to move into Hellion Banshee. But that's not the only thing you can do with double gas. He could go for a faster factory and then add down an extra 2 racks and do some kind of timing attack. But it does seem to be the very staple build, and it's staple for a very good reason. Hellions can deal with a lot of the early Zerg units off of hatchery tech, and Banshees can deal with the only unit that Hellions can't deal with off hatchery tech, and that's the Roaches. Factory now coming down. Fantastic. So yeah, I'm not too sure what's going to happen in this game. Speed's almost done. Axar's still mining gas, but only with 1 drone, so maybe looking to add on something, maybe just after it confirms with these scouting Zerglings. Does know there is a bunker up on the high ground. Not exactly the best place to park a bunker, as if he was to commit to some kind of mass speedling build, he would only simply be able to run up the ramp and you'd have an instance around, and the SCVs are too far gone to try and get over here and even get even the minutest amount of repair time. And as you can see, there's now 14 more Zerglings in production, so without a stable wall, I think this is exactly what's going to happen. He's producing even more Zerglings now, and kind of droning behind this, so maybe not looking forward to outright commit to this, but he's definitely going to be able to put on a lot of aggression. And it's going to come down to the Hellion control of Moonbuyers. If he doesn't deal with this appropriately and he loses too much at this natural, or allows him to get in the main, or loses these two Hellions, which it looks like he's going to do, he's going to make sure that he saves these. You just can't hold on to that bunker, you've got to really hold on to these Hellions. Hellions doing some nice damage, Zergling's getting some nice surrounds at the same time, more Zerglings being rallied in. Hellion target firing the neutral supply depot. So yeah, the Zergling's going to mop up everything and potentially just take control of the natural. Fortunately enough, he is going to be committing to Hellion tech, looking to get that blue flame. So I think this is looking like it's going to transition more into mech. Alright, this looks like he's going to be banking some Hellions before making his way out. Good to know that Axar behind this, taking a third. It's fantastic, still droning. Double lever chambers going down, so it does want some upgrades. Very odd place to put them. These units, of course, are going to have to pathfind their way around these, slowing them down even further. Zerglings may be able to creep through this little gap right here. Not too sure if roaches can or not. We'll have to see. This roach here is going to be the key to my master plan and reveal everything. His lair is finished. Now on 3 gas. Fantastic, taking his 4th. So might be looking to transition into some kind of Mutalisk play. Awesome. Nice creep spread. When the timer runs out, looking forward to seeing it expand even further. But on the opposite side, Moonbuyers now trying to secure his natural. Large Hellion fleet kind of parked itself out here. Blue Flame's just about to finish, but he needs to be a little bit more active on the map. Unfortunately, Axar did get a full read on everything he's seen, so he knows it's going to be a very Blue Flame or Hellion committal build coming out of him in the next form of aggression. And that's exactly why he's built these roaches. And with some good creep spread, these roaches are going to be able to maneuver around and chase down these Hellions quite frequently, but more yeah, fantastic. This Evo wall doing okay, but not trapping as many Hellions as you'd like. A lot of them actually getting their way into the natural, roasting up a lot of drones here, trying to follow through the stream. Good splits here, but I'm not too sure if he's going to be doing enough damage. Still taking out a large chunk of drones. 15 drones now killed. 4 Moonbuyers compared to the 8 SCVs he did kill in the actual assault with the early Speedling harass. So all in all, pretty even still, except Moonbuyers now just gave up complete map control and isn't actually mining properly. So any kind of counterattack is going to be very, very strong. And that's exactly what Axar is doing. More roaches now strewn across the map, 1-1 ups now coming up, Carapace and air missiles for the Zerg. And he's not going to be able to finish this wall in time, and these roaches are going to get up and do a lot of damage. I'm not too sure what he's waiting for. He knows, he can see everything with his Overseer. SCV is being pulled like a mad train. First tank on the siege on the high ground, but this Overseer does give it enough vision that it can, well, the roaches, yeah, it's just sniped it down. And there's the GG. But that is the first game of 3. It's not too much to stress about, guys.